opportunity, especially Dr. Nikhat. You have given me a real great opportunity to associate with recent this. I have heard about the institute. They are good people associated. So I would love to present myself the stress management things, right? As I've already shared with Nikhat, this would be maybe something around or so, around 1 hour or so presentation, and then we'll have a relaxing session for maybe half an hour or 35 or 40 minutes, and then we'd love question answer, great interaction, and I'm looking forward to that. You all can get ready with the question answers, right? We begin. So as we know, this beautiful photograph, learning to relax is child's play. See, all of us have a child inside us. हमारे दिल में छोटा बच्चा है, थोड़ा मैं हिंदी बोल रहा हूँ, लेकिन we have a child inside, and this child need to remain alive all the time. And when a child inside you is remaining alive, you will have childlike simple way of relaxation. With a simple pleasure, child is relaxed. With a simple issue, child is sad. So you need to learn how a child is immediately ready to smile and connect. Now this another slide. This shows how you measure your wealth. See, people think in terms of their money, but I would say your worth is what when you lost all your money. That's your worth. And mostly it is in the form of relationships. See, when you look at your life and when you lose all your money, nobody wants that. And I pray that everybody remains rich and wealthy both. But in situations when you lose all your wealth and what you still have, that is what is your wealth, true wealth. We come to the definition of stress. The stress is defined in simple terms. See, whatever situation is there around you and the way you perceive. See, your perception is very important. For a particular situation, for example, there is an interview, there is an exam. Somebody takes it very easy, so for him or her, there won't be any stress. But then if you feel that, if you perceive that you may be a failure, you will have some problem, then you start putting yourself under stress and your mind is affected, your body is affected, and your mind, body, soul, the whole communal of consciousness is affected. So it's important how you perceive things. So stress is how we react to pressures. How we can always learn how to manage the pressure, how to change that anxiety to concern, and how to change the difficulty giving stress or difficulty giving concern to good situations. Another important thing we all understand that, see, what you have is not the most important thing. We feel that if we have a Mercedes or a big bungalow like Ambani's, so it is not like that you have everything you'll be happy. No, happiest people are those they learn or they know what they have with them. It's more important that they can utilize all their resources. So one who can utilize all he or she has would be the happiest. You may be having best of things. See, many a times we see on the street the laborers coming back home after their whole day labor. He's driving a bicycle. His wife is sitting at the back. His little child is in front, but so happy. Their happiness. And another situation. A CEO is coming in a Mercedes, in BMW. It is being driven by the driver. But it's not necessary that CEO is not happy. But the pressure he is carrying, and pressure this person is carrying. One laborer who is driving the cycle. The way he is carrying, he is is happiest in the moment, which most of the people who have all the resources may not be able to do. Even those people need to learn. So for managing the stress, the first and foremost thing is that you need to be aware of it. That you have a situation and you are supposed to understand it. Then you need to accept the situation. Then it comes, if you cannot understand and accept and work on it, you need to consult. You need to find somebody who can help you out. And you need to continue this way to find a right situation for you and keep understanding. See, we are all learning. Even I am learning at this level, and I would love if I can learn something today from all the people around me. I expect something good coming from all the audience, people who are attending the seminar. And if I can learn something from you, I would love it. See, another saying by Dalai Lama. See, we often add to our pain and suffering being overly sensitive, overreacting to minor things, and sometimes taking things too personally. Basically, he's trying to say that we have, again, he's saying the perception. There are people who make mountain of a molehill, and there are people who can take a mountain very easily. So it's very important how we perceive things. Another
I think sir got disconnected.
sorry,
Yes, sir. Now you're connected again.
sorry, I'm very sorry.
No problem, sir. You have to reshare your screen, sir.
Okay. Is it okay? Okay, so I was sharing this that we have to stress two types. One is physical, another is psychological or mental. The physical stress is whatever hard work we do, and when we put on hours of work with lot of tiredness and fatigue, that is physical. But when it is goes through mind and your psychology, your thinking, your perception gets affected. So first the mind is affected, and then if it keeps on getting affected, it is then in turn affecting the body and then the soul. So whole consciousness is being affected. See, yet another way of knowing and understanding the types of stress. The acute stress, I mean, if there is an accident or there is a sickness or maybe somebody wins a lottery or continuous study family issues. See, basically, there are various ways the stress is defined, and there are various types. There are avoidable stresses and unavoidable. See, avoidable is one. If you look at way, that avoidable stress would be one. For example, you are having some problem in life and your house is getting constructed. You can always stop getting construction of the house. There is no problem. It can take care later on. Your own life, your own comfort, your own other situations which are important for survival, which is more important. Unavoidable stress would be if somebody in the family or somebody very close to you is sick. So this stress cannot be avoided. But rather, here also, it all depends on your perception, how you manage the situation, even if it is unavoidable. See, the one more thing we all need to understand, that stress affects the part of least resistance. Now, what happens is whenever we are affected by a particular situation and the way we perceive, then what happens is there is some part of body. We all know people saying that whenever I am worried, I get headache. Whenever I am worried, I get abdominal pain. Or whenever I am worried, I start getting vomiting. Or somebody, there are people who say that whenever there is a stressful situation, they start getting diarrhea, they start going to loo. So there are many ways people present. Now, this is a big question. Is stress necessary? Normally, we all understand that stress is necessary. But I beg to differ here. See, basically, what necessary and what we have learned over a period of time, it's not the stress necessary. See, we understand concern like stress. See, if you are concerned about a particular situation and if you are focused on managing it, that's not a stress. Stress is only when you perceive it in a way that it is going to damage your reputation, it is going to affect your life in a bad way, and then it gets converted into mental effect and physical effect. So it's not necessary. You need to work on this and you need to understand. Yet more, as I said, there are many types. We can identify stress in many ways. See, there are emotional stress because of friendship, because of love. There are family stresses because of relationship issues at home, social stress of public speaking. There are stress of change, promotion, transfer, chemical stresses, environmental. See, even viral stress. We all facing this since last 2020. See, the corona, COVID-19, the work stress, targets, responsibilities. Decision making is also stress. Traveling sometimes causes stress. Fear, lack of sleep, everything, I mean, even a disease can cause stress. Now we need to understand this, how your mind functions. Normally we think that whatever is happening in our mind, I am aware of it. I am the decision maker. I always choose. I always decide. Sorry, I beg to differ. Actually, it does not happen this way. See, your mind consists of only 6 to 7% conscious, and the rest of the mind is unconscious or conscious, which is more than 93%. Now, what happens is, right from the childhood, I mean, even before childhood, when in the infant stage, when the child is maybe 2 3 months in mother's womb, and since then the personality begins to develop, the mind starts working. So, right from the situation that when you are in mother's womb, you're learning many things in life. The way your mother feeds, and then later on when she is feeding you, and even when you're growing up, when you're being brought up, upbringing, initial years. All this 10, 12 years of life earlier, maybe 8 to 10 years or 12 years. In this time, whatever you learn, whatever you experience, see, your mind absorbs everything like a sponge. Everything is being totally absorbed. And once when when the things are totally being absorbed as a sponge. So whatever happens with you, whether it is good, whether it is bad, whether it is happy, whether it's unhappy, whatever happens, mind thinks that everything is what the life is, and it absorbs everything as such. And this stays in your mind for all the time in the form of programming. If you can see this picture, see there are various types of diagrams. This is a diagrammatic presentation. Same way, in our mind, in our unconscious and subconscious mind, see various situations of life are being represented by some or another program. It's like it's like the library of life. The way we go to library and we know there is a section of physics, there is a section of chemistry, there is a section of biology, there is a section of mathematics. Likewise, in mind, there are various sections of various situations. And whenever you are coming in a situation, we connect to this library, which is our unconscious or subconscious mind. And from there, we get the command that this is good, this is bad, this is nice, this is not nice, and all those things. And that's the way our mind or our functioning performs. And we think that we are always making a choice. We are basically slave of our unconscious mind. Now, this is something about personality in parenting. A very, very important thing is parenting here. See, for any person to have a happy life, mindset is very important. How do you think? And another very important thing is parenting, to create your personality. Now, I'm in the profession for something around 35, 40 years. And over a period of time, I've seen it. N number of people coming to me with psychological or relationship issues, whether it in marriage or in other aspects of their life, or maybe it's work life. By and large, I've seen most of them have problems in their parenting, the way they have been brought up, the way their childhood has been, the way their mother used to feel, the way they are being given love. If a child receives unconditional love, and if he or she is a child of a beautiful couple, I don't mean by saying beautiful is good looking couple, no. The couple in harmony, the parents, when they love each other, and if this love is being seen by children, and the way children gets the share of this unconditional love, that's the ideal parent. So if your parenting is good, parenting is very important, and we all need to emphasize, and we need to learn. See, whatever generally people know and do parenting of their children, it's all based on what they have learned in their childhood, the way their parents used to treat them. Exactly, that is not all correct. I'm not saying all is wrong, but it's not all correct. You need to learn. You need to learn depending on the era, depending on situations, what sort of parenting you need to have. The way, how you need to bring up your children, how you need to communicate with your children, and that will create the personality. That will take care of the mindset of the child, mindset of an individual. Now, mindset is the way you think. We all know what is the importance of thought process. See, if I give you an example of relationships, see, if you have a mindset that this friend of mine, or this husband of mine, or maybe my wife of mine, or this child of mine is not a good person, or he doesn't behave well. So, whenever we connect with that person, whatever bond of relationship is that, or what we feel, we already have certain thought process going in mind. Basically, this is what the mindset is. If your mindset is positive, if you think good about the person you are talking, or you are expressing, you are talking, you are meeting, that shows in your vibration, that shows in your body language, in your eyes, in the expression. and the person can definitely perceive, and that actually improves the relationship and behavior. So mindset is very important. It is being said, see, the most important thing is what how you think. Your thoughts then lead to your feelings. Then your feelings lead to your attitude. Then attitude leads to your responses, your actions. Then actions lead to your behavior. Right? And this behavior leads to a habit, and your habits leads to the destiny. So this is whole process, right from thoughts to the destiny. So now you will understand the stress orchestra. How your body, when your mind perceives stress and feels it's damaging and all that, threatening, damaging. So how the orchestra in your body represents the physical. See, right from head to toe, any part of the body can be affected. As I said before, if you remember, that part of least resistance get affected when you perceive any situation as stress. And this could be anyone. I mean, headache, there may be dryness in mouth, dryness or burning in the eyes, butterflies in the stomach. All of us experience butterflies in stomach, especially when you are entering an interview or entering an exam center. We always feel butterflies. And little butterflies is fine. I mean, but then if you are able to manage, if you are confident enough, there will be very, very minimal butterflies. But still, I mean, there's something is going to come. And if butterflies are there in the form of concern, there is no problem. So there are people who sweat, excessive sweating, muscular pains, general weakness, erectile dysfunction, constipation, diarrhea, disturbed menstrual cycle, cardiac issues, digestive issues, allergies. So these are all physical orchestras. Then comes to behavior. So people increase the smoking, increase in the alcohol consumption, increase of dependence of sleeping pills, absenteeism increased, you become accident prone, there is driving becomes careless, you become aggressive, anger is very prone, suicidal tendencies. Now the emotional symptoms, you feel tired, you feel irritable, you feel depressed. They'll see many students complain, I can't focus on my work. Or maybe people who are working, if there are situations of stress. Unreasonable worry, emotional crying, mood swings. So these are various ways body, mind show in the form of behavior or symptoms. Now this is little bit of physiology. What happens when somebody encounters a stressful situation? See, in initial stage, day-to-day, non-traumatic, easy, simple, concern type of situation, when you are concerned about a situation and you are able to manage it, there is little bit increase in the cortisol, hydrocortisol, right? And there is enhancement in the sensitivity of T cells. These are actually immune cells. Your immunity gets little sensitized. You secrete cortisol, and the inflammatory response starts beginning to develop. But if it is little bit here and there in the form of concern, doesn't affect much. But in chronic stress, there is sustained rise of stress hormones, cortisol. There is definite change in the immunity, resistance go down, and there are risk of diseases. There are inflammatory processes put in, and you are inviting from the mental aspect, from the psychological, mental perception thing, it actually starts affecting various hormone system, and ultimately some disease process where the system of least resistance in your body, the weakest system of body, starts showing signs, symptoms. Yes, this is what I was saying. Psychoneuroendocrinology and psychoneuroimmunoendocrinology. Now, what I'm trying to say is the mind getting affected Your thinking gets affected, the mind, then it then starts affecting your immune system, and that starts affecting the hormones, and these hormones then lead to problem in the systemic diseases. One more thing in physiology we need to understand: nitric oxide levels. Yes, this is a very important and positive hormone. If in the positive thinking, in relaxed situation, the level of nitric oxide is high, and it is otherwise when there is chronic stress, it is reduced. One more thing in physiology, we need to understand. See, when you are relaxing, when you close your eyes, when you're sitting in your own chair, very happy for yourself after a whole day's work, or whatever you have done in the day, then you feel good for yourself, you're positive, you're relaxed, you're happy for yourself, you secrete endorphins. See, endorphins are the hormone, they are secreted the moment you are relaxed, the moment you are comfortable, the moment you are happy. And people, people do addictions for this. See, if they start taking alcohol, or maybe they are smokers or using tobacco or many other substances, basically when you take alcohol, maybe 30, 60 or 90 ml, I'm not trying to promote it, but then those are the situations as well where endorphins are being secreted, and then you start feeling relaxed. And you have that ability yourself without a bottle of whiskey or without a packet of cigarette. You can make yourself relax. The moment you love yourself, like yourself, accept yourself, and accept your life, you secrete endorphins. Another important aspect in physiology is the touch. Yes, the personal touch. Touch of a person who loves you. Touch of a person who cares about you. Maybe your doctor, maybe your mother or father, maybe your friend, maybe your husband, maybe your wife, somebody. And if you like the person, if that person touches you, you secrete oxytocins, and that makes you furthermore relaxed. Your concern, your pain, your perceived stress just goes away. Now, this is yet another example how the relaxation works. See, when you look at this, this is actually chronic obstructive lung disease. What I'm talking is breathing difficulties, which is very common in this COVID era. We have heard a lot, lungs getting affected. Same thing happens in the lung diseases of like asthma or breathing issues and all that. And this happens in perceived stress also. You feel tension, you feel anxiety, you feel fear, you feel panicky. What it does, it increases your heart rate, it increases the consumption of oxygen, demand of oxygen increases, and your body, by the available oxygen in the atmosphere, not able to manage it, you start feeling difficulty in breathing, you feel exhausted, there is shortness of breath. And when the perception of tension or stress or fear continues, it gets exaggerated. Exacerbation takes place, and your shortness of breath or your breathing troubles keep increasing. It's a vicious cycle, right? So you need to understand the importance of relaxation. The moment somebody touches you, who is caring for you, for example, your doctor, and just relax, you're fine, you'll be all right. Immediately, this process is being reversed. See how this stress complicates various things. There are psychosomatic disorders. What I mean here by psychosomatic is when you are mentally affected, when you are worried, when you are so much perceiving stress, damaging, threatening your stress, it is then it starts affecting psychosoma. It starts affecting your body. And then the disorder which are being caused by this mind affecting the body. The easiest example, hypertension, diabetes. There are many such diseases. That menstrual disorder, erectile dysfunction, many. I mean, here it is psychosexual disorder, the mind affecting your sexuality, psychiatric disorder, the mind affecting your thinking process. You're out of your mind. It affecting the infertility. It's affecting the fertility. Infertility is caused. It affects your immunity. You become prone to infections. So there are plenty of things we can learn the moment we understand what is stress. It's a part of our life, the perception of a given situation. So we need to learn how to perceive. This is a very important saying, and there are beautiful words. It says, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So beautiful it is, beautifully said. See, there are only two things in life. One you can change, another you can't change. Now, to understand this wisdom, if you have that wisdom, that what you can change, what you can't change, there is hardly any perceived stress. You'll always perceive things in a manageable way. Point is we struggle with the things we can't change. See, and then we even forget to manage things, do things which we can change. So our focus need always in the situation that what we can change. And we need to learn to accept what we can't. We need to do. See, if we feel that no, we can still do certain things, okay. So start doing and give all your 100% into it. Give your 200%. And when you feel that now I can't do anything, then you leave it to God. You just cannot keep continuing those things. And just focus on things which you can. And this requires wisdom. That what you can change, what you can't change. This another graphic presentation. You can see this psychosomatic disorders in geriatric means people 50 plus or 55 plus, senior citizens. We have study of hypertension, diabetes, depression, sleeping problems, which are the commonest in elderly. These days we find it in the younger population. Even a 20-year-old guy or 20-year-old girl maybe having hypertension, maybe having depression, maybe having sleeping issues. So it's more common in elderly, but the important thing is how you perceive your life. And these are known as psychosomatic disorders. I have already said that mind affecting the body. And see, if the mind affecting body, 40% of the population, see, they can around 25 to 30% of the population can get hypertension. Same around 35-30% diabetes. But you see, the depression, it's around 65-70% population. If you perceive any situation in your life in a stressful manner, even sleeping problems, it is in the tune of 40%. So we need to understand what is the importance of understanding and the right way of perceiving the situations in your life. Again, see, when psychotherapy is being employed, when you use methods of relaxation, how to manage yourself, the decrease in hospitalization, it is being done on different age groups, and you see, it is patient days for 1,000 members of the society. It is for 0 to 18 years, 19 to 31, and 40 plus. See, 40 plus. See, when in for maximum effect is in senior groups. If in a 40 plus population, if psychotherapy means the ways and means how to relax, how to perceive things in a right manner, how it helps. where psychotherapy is being employed, the number of patients in that group 40 plus getting sick, getting hospitalized is so minimal. But if you don't employ psychotherapeutic practices, you just see it is at the top 1200 hospital days. And here it is hardly 250, 300. So that's the major difference. So understanding and learning how to perceive the situation around us is so important. Now, how you manage stress? As I said initially, awareness. When you are aware of what is happening around you, and when you go 2 steps back and look at the situation in an observant manner, you are aware, 90% solution, that you have this problem. Then it's a matter of understanding and acceptance of understanding. Now, another point here is stress is caused by the interpretation of an event. The same way, as I keep saying, the way you perceive a situation. And a person can perceive the situation in a positive way. The same situation, another person can perceive in a negative way. One person would feel, I'll go through, I'll be successful. Another person would feel, I'll be a failure. And same way, stress will be caused. And stress is, it kept on aiding. It's not something that it comes suddenly. Yes, there are situations where it comes suddenly. We already discussed for awareness what are the stressors of life, what is the stress orchestra, what is the belief system. See, when we believe, our belief that I am a failure or I am a successful person, I can manage anything. So it all makes wonders. If you feel that you can do, you can. And you feel you can't do, you can't. It's as simple as that. If you believe in yourself, you are the most important. Same way, people say that I go to this doctor, I become all right. I go to this doctor, I become all right. Whatever medicines given, I become all right. Now it is the belief. It is our trust in the doctor. We believe that the doctor does good for you. Same way. Now, whatever medicines are being given, we think that the medicines helping us. Medicine cure. No medicine cure. No medicine can work. It is you, your mind, your attitude, your feelings, your thought. When you take a medicine doesn't work. Your body allows, your mind allows this medicine to work for body, to work for itself. Only medicine can't cure it. It is you. If you allow it to work, it will do wonders. If you don't allow it to work, it will be going waste. Even it can give you allergies. So the way your body responds, your mind responds. Another thing is here, self-talk. How you talk to yourself in any given situation. What are you telling yourself? If a situation is coming and you tell yourself, yeah, I'll be able to do this. Go through. I'll win this match. I will make 100 runs. I will take all the wickets. How much you motivate yourself, that's the most important. So again, that relationship with yourself and how much you believe in yourself, that's very important. Now, there's something ego defense. Very important point here. See, I have encountered many such patients. Having issues in their marital life, or parent having issues with a child. Now, what happens again, as I said before few slides, is that what are you thinking in your mind when you are connecting with a person? And the same way is this blame game. See, the moment people come and tell us that I am talking to my partner or my child, or I am talking to my parent in a very simple way. I'm not becoming angry. I'm just saying this even then he or she is not listening. See, what I feel is most of the time what happens is again your body language, your expression, your eyes, the vibrations you emit. There are many things. And what are you thinking? And with that, if you start blaming the person that you are responsible for my problems, you are making me failure, you are a bad person. So in that situation, you may be right that he has done wrong things for you. He would start defending himself. If you really want solution in this, first of all, you need to just say what you felt. That you felt insulted, you did not like the way you were being treated, or you are hurt. See, in a simple way, without blaming the person, that this is the situation happened, this is what I didn't like, this is how I was hurt, and don't say that you have done this. Let the person say. If you don't blame the person directly, his ego defense will not be operational. And the moment the ego defense is operational, he would keep fighting with you. That, no, I have not done this. Sorry, I am not responsible. Sorry, you were wrong. So there will always be arguments and there won't be any solution. So never ever blame a person if you really want to get a solution. Avoid his defense system coming into action. Ego defense is a very solid thing. Now, how to manage your stress? This is another way. There are various ways we have described all this, described since long. Very popular way. I mean, we know pranayam. This is simple breath watching. Just close your eyes and watch the breath coming in and going out. Right? Very simple way. You need not have to do anything. Just watch a breath in and out. The movement of your chest and movement of air coming and going out and all. It makes you relax. Simple, immediate ending. Start talking positive to yourself. Simple. Simple way. Start praying. They are very simple, immediate handling ways. And the long-term preparation, there are many ways. You have to work on various aspects of lifestyles. In the beginning, I have told you, is the way we identify with ourselves, the way our personalities develop, our unconscious and subconscious programming. When we really want to improve our long-term perceptions of the situations, in a positive perception of situations, what we need to do is to learn. So whatever you learn, you need to do unlearn. But then for that, you need to be prepared to understand that what you have learned is wrong and you are prepared to unlearn it. And when you are prepared to unlearn, then this formula works. Learn, unlearn, and then relearn. And when you relearn with the idea, with the self-motivation, is that I want to live well, I want to perceive situations in a positive frame of mind, and I want to do well in my life. See, this another formula. I mean, we have done it little diagrammatic way. Train. The T stands for thinking positive and talking it out. Means talking it out means you go to your expert or go to a teacher, go to your parent, go to your friend, go to your partner, and open out. Open your heart out. There are various modes of relaxation: sports, sexuality, smile, holidays, activities like music, dancing, exercise. This I in the trend, very important. You need to have interest in whatever you are doing. Then comes the very important is introspection. See, for something, learning about perceptions of various situations of your life, this is mindset preparation. You need to do introspection. You need to go 2 steps back and think about, introspect about yourself. Think about yourself without being judgmental. Introspect. This will give you an intuition, and that in turn will lead to insight generation. And you know various ways of managing those situations. You need to learn to identify important people in life. Who are those people? Where can you go? Where can you go and sit? Where can you go and relax? Where you can go and communicate? Who are the listeners of your life? Who will guide you always well? You need to identify important people. And nourishment of mind, nourishment of body, nourishment of soul. Very important. Yet another beautiful thing. The people who live well, they are experts at giving. For them, the formula is simple. To give is to love, and to love is to live. It's the formula of successful life. It's all give and take. Most of the people in their life, they are stuck is that whenever I'll get, I'll give. No, it's not like that. If you want something, start giving. You'll get it. And we have experienced, many people have the experience of life. Those are easy givers, they feel more better, they are more relaxed, they are more easy to live there. Understanding a relationship with the self. Yes. See, your self is made up of three things: mind, body, and soul. Right? This is whole yourself. And when we are talking about relationship, the most important relationship which we all need to understand is the relationship with your own self. How you feel about yourself, how you understand yourself. That's very important. You need always be in a zone of I love myself, I like myself, I support myself. And when you feel that I can't do this, you need to be, without being judgmental, go two steps back and ask yourself, if there is something wrong with me, I will correct. But I love myself, I like myself, I support myself. That does not mean that you don't accept your faults. But in spite of accepting your faults, understanding, accepting, and correcting, and during this process of understanding, accepting, and correcting your faults, you keep loving yourself, liking yourself, supporting yourself. Your relationship with yourself is the basic thing for having other relationships, for being happy and giving happiness. Unless you are happy for yourself, you can't make others happy. Sorry. No relationship in the world will work for you. The moment you are happy with yourself, your relationship with yourself is beautiful, you will be doing wonders. You will make, you will convert mountains into molehills. See, three most important things: how you manage your diet, how you manage your rest, how you manage your exercise. Very important. And when you manage this well, now rest here is physical rest, mental rest. Very important. So diet, rest, and exercise. The external lifestyle. See, sleep. We all need to understand a comfortable sleep is very important. It is rejuvenating. Sleep has a special role of repair and rejuvenation. Those people who are not able to sleep well, they fall ill very easily. They develop various psychosomatic diseases. Sleep is very, very important. So again, relationship with your own self is very important. And you need to understand and accept situations in your life. And are when you are not as a resisting situation, when you are accepting and understanding, yes, there are things around you. I accept, I understand, I accept, and I'll correct it. I'll try to manage it. And then you're feeling comfortable. So sleep is very important. Addictions, and I already said why people do addictions. It's because they want endorphins in an artificial way. I have already said a beautiful way of creating or secreting endorphins in your system by being happy with yourself. See, stress because of role play. You need to understand. See, as a lady, she is a child of her parents. She is a friend. She is a mother. She is a daughter-in-law. She is a wife. She is she is a colleague of somebody. She is subordinate of somebody. She is a boss of somebody. There are multiple roles. You need to understand and don't allow one role to enter into another role. For example, if you are working, you are a teacher. So when you enter your home, leave that teacher outside your house and enter as mother, as wife, as sister, as daughter. You will love it. Role is very important. We all have multiple roles to play. And we need not have any confusion with this. Most of the problems of life arise when there is interflow play of roles. One role enters into another. We can't leave the boss inside us when we enter our house, and then the complication arises. You need to have absolutely healthy self-image. Whatever you are, you like yourself, you love yourself, you support yourself. And if there are issues, you need to understand, accept, and correct. But still keep loving, liking, accepting yourself. Your goal need to be in front of you. You need to be aware of your goal. If you know your goal, you're focused, and your life goes in a normal, simple way. Yet another thing, identify factors causing stress. Excuse me for this. I don't mean this could be reverse, this could be this way and that way. This is seesaw. This could be either way. So you may be getting stressed because of spouse, because of boss, because of friend, because of public speaking, because of teacher, because of students, various ways. So this measurement of various stresses, life event scale. See, there are various points given to various situations in life, in various situations stress. The spouse death of a spouse, 100 points of stress. Divorce, 75. Marital separation, 65. Death of close family member, 63. Personal illness, 53. Marriage, 50. Likewise, every situation, sexual difficulty, 39. Financial readjustment, 38. Loan, change in responsibility, change in argument, right? Beginning and ending school, change in residence, change in religion, change in eating habit. See, all these things, even family get together. See, everything is giving you some or other stress. Some stresses are in the level of only concern. So now this is scoring, I mean, there are various ways of measuring stress. If the points are more than 35, it's dangerous. Anyway, so practicing relaxation, meditation, that we will be doing now. So there are plenty of things which we need to learn, we need to understand. See, the management of time. If you are not able to manage time, that also gives stress. And that the time management experts believe that we can always plan 50 to 60% of the time. We can't plan all 100% time because we need to give 40-50% to our contingencies, sudden developments. There are things. Now even anger, managing anger is very important for managing stress. I'll tell you about one or two patient situations or cases. Now this is about a lady. She was 42-year young lady and she was having various symptoms for around 20 years. She was married for around 20 years or so. and she was always having difficulty with urination, urinary tract infection, difficulty in passing urine, pain in the private parts. There are various things. She kept on complaining, went from a doctor to another doctor to another doctor, went gynecologist, went to surgeons, went to physicians, and ultimately she ended up with me. See, the point is, when we go through her all complete checkup, there was nothing in the laboratory test, nothing in the radiological test, no sonography, nothing in the imaging test. Everything coming to the situation is that she was suffering it for last more than 20 years, and she was married for more than 20 years. She was actually having all these urinary symptoms and backache and all those things just because she wanted to avoid intimacy with husband. And that is where we needed psychotherapy, we needed marriage counseling. So that was the treatment for her, and not the antibiotics, which she was eating for around so many years. One antibiotic and another, and she was fed up with it. And nobody could understand what's going on. So this again is 29-year young lady presented with failed, failed marriage of siblings, child abuse. Her love affair was rejected in college. She actually developed obsessive compulsive disorder, depression. She is actually working as model and heroine in TV serials and Gujarati films. I am not going to name her. She used to have multiple sexual relationships. She had a habit of using and throwing men. She was a man hater. See, what happened is all in her childhood. The way she was being treated, the way she was abused in her childhood. She has seen failed marriage of siblings. She has had rejection in her love affair, and all these things led to her perception of her own self, which was very much negative. And when she started feeling, because of child abuse, her sister's failed marriage, her rejected love affair, all those things, she started believing that all men are bad, and she became man. And all these things starts happening. She also needed a lot of counseling, psychotherapies, various interactions. Now she's doing well, she's happy. Now this is actually a story of 40-year-old young doctor. Now see, he was living in a city. This is a story of that time when there were lots of floods, and he has to work in his hospital in that time because the sickness was also there. A lot of sickness was going on. He was a pathologist. He is a pathologist. So he has to work, give reports and all that. And he has to sit in the office. So he developed pain around the back, pain around the private parts, pain around the penis. All those things he developed. He got himself investigated of so many things about sonography and imaging and all the tests. Nothing was coming positive. He was still suffering. Now this pathologist came to me. Basically, it all became all symptoms. These are psychosomatic symptoms. He was afraid of sitting in his laboratory to give reports because he was afraid of floods. He was afraid of his own safety, and that developed this particular disease. It was a fear. It was a fear. See, one more thing I need to let you know. The most important, what we can understand by this is,
So,
hello.
yes, sir. It is already 3:30, sir. You wanted time for question
Yeah,
answer, sir.
yeah. So should we stop this?
Yes, just I'm reminding, sir, because you told
No,
I
no,
need half an hour for question answer, sir.
yeah, sure. I
Uh,
would love that. I'll stop. No problem. See, this is all theory. I keep on talking of various cases and all that. No problem. We can we start straight away with a little therapy session?
yes, sir. Sir, yeah, first you have to stop sharing, sir.
Okay. Stop presenting. Right.
Yes, I stop presenting.
Okay.
Participants are requested to unmute and if
Listen,
possible, please
listen,
switch on your cameras and ask the
Nikhil,
questions directly.
Nikhil, one moment.
Yes, sir.
Before we go to question answer, see, we have time till 4:20, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what we do is 25-30 minute one therapy session we go, and then we'll take it later, right? So
Sure,
for
sir.
that, I need to present. Actually, I want to use some classical music, and I'll be addressing the audience without presentation.
Yes, sir, but it will be better if they switch on the camera or you want it as it is, sir.
I have no issues. I will be
Okay,
addressing
okay.
people. Only thing they need to mute. Keep it mute. Their voice should not be heard here. I
They
will
are
be
on
speaking.
mute, sir.
What I will do is I will use some classical music, and I will be guiding them for this relaxing session. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So shall we begin?
Yes, sir, you can continue.
So for that I need to again accept the presentation, the screen share and all that. Music share करने के लिए. Hello. You are mute. Hello.
हाँ सर, सेम प्रोसीजर करना पड़ेगा आपको वीडियो शेयर करने के लिए.
ओके, तो क्योंकि वीडियो नहीं शेयर करना है, मुझे तो सिर्फ म्यूजिक चलाना है, तो वो सुनाई देगा बिना इसके?
नहीं सर, वो जो म्यूजिक वाला जो वीडियो है वो आपको शेयर करना पड़ेगा सर, तो
अच्छा,
बाकी लोगों को सुनाई देगा.
तो मैं यहाँ से स्विच ऑन कर दूंगा तो नहीं चलेगा?
नहीं, यहाँ वो ऐसा नहीं चलेगा सर.
ओके ओके, ठीक है. ओके.
मूर्ख है.
Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we shall begin. Everyone, I am addressed to everyone. Please, if you are wearing specs, if you are sitting on some chair, make yourself comfortable first, so that you don't fall down. Because you will be closing your eyes. You will be comfortable in your chair. So just try to see that you are safe. Remove your specs and just relax. It would be better if you remove your specs. You will be more comfortable. You need to close your eyes and just listen to the music and listen to me. Yeah, all of you, make yourself nicely comfortable. Just close your eyes and keep lying down in your chairs. Keep yourself safe. Close your eyes and just remember your Lord Almighty. Your Lord Almighty, whom you believe he or she is always there with you. And feel the presence of your Lord Almighty. Feel the presence of Lord Almighty's hand over your head. Your Lord Almighty is there with you. You're feeling happy by feeling the hand of your Lord Almighty. Your Ishtadev, your God, whomsoever you believe. And now you focus on your breathing. Your normal, natural breathing. Your normal, natural breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. You're breathing in coolness, calmness and comfort. You're breathing in coolness, calmness and comfort. You're breathing out all your worries, all your tensions, all your frustrations. And the moment you breathe away all your irritations, frustrations and worries, you feel so beautiful, absolutely comfortable, cool, calm and comfortable. In between, you may take one or two deep breaths. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Breathe in, breathe out. Every breath cycle will make you furthermore comfortable. Will take you more and more near to your Lord Almighty. Your Lord Almighty is there at the center of your core, at the center of your being, your core of your being. Your Lord Almighty is always there, blessing you. Is there as your friend, philosopher and guide. Keep loving yourself, keep liking yourself, keep supporting yourself, and enjoy the blessings of the Lord Almighty. He is always there, ever present for you. Keep enjoying. So beautiful, so wonderful it is. You deserve every moment of this wonderful, wonderful being. Breathe in and breathe out. With every breathing cycle, you feel that your body, right from your head to your toes, every cell of every part of your body is being relaxed. Every cell of every part of your body, all the muscles, all your organs, all the glands in your body, all the systems in your body, right from your head to your toes. Every structure in your body is being relaxed, is being made comfortable with the blessings of your Lord Almighty. You are a blessed, peaceful soul. Keep enjoying. This is so lovely and beautiful. When you express love for yourself, when you like yourself, when you support yourself, and when your Lord Almighty is blessing you. Keep enjoying. Keep enjoying, all of you. Every one of you deserve this wonderful, wonderful state of being. This is all your natural being. Enjoy. This is so lovely. This is all your natural being. Being so beautiful, beautifully feeling this state of being, and you are so comfortable. Now I want every one of you just hold index finger, touch your index finger with another hand, right index finger, the finger one with left hand. Hold your right index finger and just go back to your memory line, to your childhood, and remember the most beautiful moment of your childhood when you're enjoying time with your childhood friends, maybe in school, maybe in your kindergarten, any standard you may be, whichever school it is, just remember the most beautiful moment of your childhood and just visualize that moment now. Feel that moment. Feel the happiness of that moment. Feel the joy of that moment. Love that moment now. You're going to feel so beautifully relaxed when you're there in your childhood, in the most happiest moment with your childhood friends. This is so relaxing, so comfortable. You're absolutely happy in the moments of your childhood where you were absolutely happy. Now, I wish and I want with the left hand you hold and touch your right middle finger. Yes, your right middle finger. And as you touch and hold your right middle finger, go back to your younger days and remember the moments with your parents and your siblings. Beautiful moments with your parents and siblings. One of the best beautiful moment which you always love. Just go back to that moment and live that moment now. Remember every situation, every feeling of that moment. You feel so nice, so happy. When you're going back to your childhood, your younger days, you're there with your parents, with your siblings, and enjoying the most beautiful moment of your younger days with your parents and siblings. The happiness of the moment, the joy of the moment, the love at that moment, and the happiness, love, bliss, relaxation, comfort. It gives you joy. It gives you love. It gives you liking for yourself, loving for yourself. You feel so nice for yourself. Yes, these are your younger days with your family and siblings. So beautiful, friends. You're loving it. So wonderful it is. Moving ahead. Now, I want you to take your middle finger, right middle finger in your left hand. Touch the right middle finger with your left hand and go back to yet another time of your life when you studied in your college or maybe in relationships or you had your friend or maybe your early marriage days and remember the moment of your love with your loved one, the most beautiful moment with your loved one, the moment of joy with your loved one, moment of relationship with your loved one. Now this could be your friend, this could be your partner, this could be your wife, your husband, anyone. These are the moments of love. These are the moments of relationship in your college and working days, in your early relationship days. You can choose any moment. You can choose anyone which you feel the best and live that moment now. Feel that moment. Feel the happiness of that moment. Feel the joy of that moment, of your loved one, of your great relationship, of the time you spend in that relationship. And enjoy that moment. Visualize that moment. Feel that moment. So wonderful. So beautiful it is. So keep enjoying, friends. This is so lovely and so beautiful. You are enjoying one after the another moment of your lifetime, beginning with your childhood and then your family time and now the time with your loved one. Now I want you to touch right little finger with your left hand and remember the moments of your workplace, about your successes and appreciation at your workplace, about the time with your friends at your workplace and friends in your life. Choose any one beautiful moment, maybe at your workplace, maybe with your friends, where you felt appreciated, where you felt that you have achieved something great and you have been appreciated. Live that moment. Feel the beauties of that moment. Feel the pleasure of that moment. Feel the joy of that moment. It's so wonderful, so nice, so great. You're going to love. This is so lovely, so comfortable. Visualize those moments which you are considering the most beautiful of your recent past. Most beautiful moment of your recent past, maybe with your friends, maybe with the people you're working. Everything, right from appreciation, right from the happiness, right from the feelings and bliss of the moment. Visualize everything, feel everything, enjoy everything. So wonderful it is. Keep enjoying, friends. These are so beautiful moments of your life, and one by one, you have experienced them, you have loved them, you have enjoyed them. It's so wonderful. Every moment is the moment of joy for you. Keep enjoying, friends. Wonderful. By experiencing, visualizing, feeling, and feeling happy, cool, calm, and comfortable, full of bliss in these moments of your life, you're absolutely relaxed, right from your head to your toes. Every part of your body, every cell of every part of your body, every organ, every gland, every structure of your body is relaxed, is comfortable, is vibrant, is enjoying, and you feel cool, calm, and comfortable. Wonderful it is. You deserve every moment of this wonderful, wonderful being. It's a blessing from your Lord Almighty. It's a love you're receiving from your Lord Almighty. Keep enjoying, friends. You deserve this. This is all your natural due. Every moment is there for you. Keep enjoying. This is so wonderful that you could experience and enjoy this wonderful time with yourself. And now the moment has come that you need to thank your Lord Almighty for giving this wonderful blessings to you so that you could visualize the beautiful moments of your lifetime, so that you could relax, feel comfortable, happy and full of bliss. So thank you, Lord Almighty. Be grateful to Him for all His blessings. And now you need to thank yourself that your mind, body and soul perceived everything you wanted, felt and experienced everything you wanted. So thank yourself, thank your mind, body and soul for giving you and experiencing you experiencing this beautiful opportunity being blessed to you by our Lord Almighty. Having thanked the Lord Almighty and yourself, now you're feeling absolutely relaxed. Your whole body is comfortable. You're feeling cool and calm. You are absolutely lighter in your head. Your whole body is feeling light, comfortable and relaxed. And the moment you feel cool, calm and comfortable, you can begin to rub your palms, rub your both the hands and invite the divine energy into your hands. And with this divine energy, your palms, your curved palms, which you have rubbed just now and invited the divine energy, please put your palms over your eyes and absorb all this divine energy inside you and further feel grateful to your Lord Almighty and yourself for having this wonderful, wonderful time. Keep enjoying, friends. This was the most beautiful time of your life which you enjoyed, and everything was so beautiful. You're absolutely relaxed, light in your head. Having rubbed your palms, you put your palms over your eyes and you're absorbing all the divine energy. And the moment you feel absolutely cool, calm, comfortable and light, by taking your own time, you may open your eyes to see for yourself that you're absolutely comfortable, cool and calm. Keep enjoying, friends. This is the most beautiful state of being you have achieved by yourself with the blessings of the Lord Almighty. God bless you. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, Dr. Nikat, you can take.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can have question answers.
मुझे पहले चेक करना पड़ेगा सर मेरे पार्टिसिपेंट सो गए या जाग रहे हैं
कोई बात नहीं, सो रहे तो अच्छी बात है. We have achieved something.
जाग रहे हैं तो प्लीज स्विच ऑन योर कैमरास
या जो जाग रहे हैं वो switch on.
शशिकांत आर यू देयर संजय सर ऑल वेल मैडम
Yes, yes. I hope you are all right, happy.
शशिकांत सो गया सर शायद पक्का
पता नहीं.
Anyway, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask directly.
So it was a very great session. Only one thing from my side.
Please.
Usually, what is the time that we have to consider for the meditation? I think morning hours are very comfortable, right?
No, I mean, one thing you need to understand. Any moment is right for meditation.
Okay.
See, if you bind yourself in a particular time, then you will have all the excuse that today I didn't have time in the morning. Yes, ideal time is Brahma Muhurt, early morning. But you can meditate at bedtime, you can meditate even when you are at work and you're relaxing for a moment or two, maybe a minute or two, you can meditate. Meditation doesn't require hours. A nice moment of good perception for yourself, that is what is required. So don't bind yourself in a time. Yes, ideal time is morning, but you can go for any time. Whichever time you get, meditate, maybe for a minute. Even you can have a walking meditation. Basically, I mean, if you understand mindfulness, whatever you do, you need to be present there. For example, if you are eating, see the food, smell the food. Everything, I mean, you need to like. You need to be in that moment. Usually we watch the television and eat food. We don't know what we are eating. Yes.
Any other questions? Second para.
Yes.
If no one is having questions, then we can end the session if nobody is having the questions, sir.
I have no problem. If you have any question, you can ask.
If you have any question, please unmute yourself and you can ask.
Feel free to ask. There are many things. I have tried to touch many things, provided you could see it. You have.
Sanjay sir, do you want to ask anything?
No, madam, it's perfectly fine.
I think, sir,
That means
all
the
you have
session-
understood, or somebody, few people must have gone to sleep, sir.
No problem.
So,
Therapy session end में करना था ऐसा?
Sir, there is one more question. If it is okay, I can I
Yeah,
go?
you can ask.
yeah, ma'am, you can ask.
Yeah.
You're free to ask the questions.
Yeah. Now sometimes it so happens, like sir, we will have so many things to do, so many tasks to do in mind. So we may be like not able to prioritize. So which one we have to do first and which next. So though we have the knowledge, but it will not work at that moment. Like kind of a stress, all of a sudden we get into. So how to manage such situations?
See, I mean, priority has to be decided. See, if you have many things to do, I mean, by and large, you being a women are multitasker. They can do many things at one time. Usually women are multitasker. I have seen women multitasking. But if you really want to do something perfect way, you need to prioritize. You need to know which is more important of the list you need to do. See, prioritization is very important. See, if you don't know what is important, then how come anybody can tell you that you do this, that? Then what happens is your closest friend or whosoever knows you will tell you that this is the most important, you do it. Can you further elaborate, Anushree?
No, so like we will all of a sudden go into stress because like everything is important we feel, and then though we have the knowledge, we know like what to do, what not to do, but that moment we may not be able to apply those things. So what would be your suggestion, like how to take everything lightly, kind of?
Yeah, I understand now. Now it is more clear. See, the point is, when you are in such a situation that suddenly you go into stress, and see, the positive self-talk, very important. See, at that moment, what you are talking to yourself is very important. What you are saying to yourself. See, you need to know, as I said in many slides, I have told you that it's all your perception. And when you are going into negative zone, when you feel stressed or overwhelmed by various responsibility of yours, you need to love yourself, like yourself, and support yourself. just take yourself imaginary 2 steps back and look at yourself and start giving and providing support to your own self, love and liking. Very important. You need to talk with yourself in a positive manner. You need to keep motivating yourself that you are good, you can do it. Important thing is we are overwhelmed by the stress because of one particular thing. It's because we lose confidence in ourselves that we may not be able to do certain things. And as I said, if you think you can, you can. And if you think you can't, you can't. You need to understand this particular basic, that how you talk to yourself, that is self-talk. And come what may, even if you are stressed, even if you are thinking negative, even if whatever you are doing, support yourself, like yourself. And when you speak positively to yourself and being non-judgmental, supporting yourself, you will be mostly coming out of it. It's the relationship with yourself which you need to develop for managing such situations.
I think,
hope
sir,
I'm
I
clear.
understood what Anushri madam has to tell, sir. Women have lot of work, and we say that we have to prioritize, sir. But when we are working, everything is priority, sir.
I know.
Now, in that rush, how to identify the priority work and less priority work, sir?
I know it. Why? See, it's simple thing is in a situation, you give priority to your son or your husband. You priority to your mother-in-law or your. It is
Exactly.
something like that. So at that point of time, see, it is not the priority to a person. See, again, we are not understanding here. The situation of that person is important. See, if your son is having exams, then what your husband is saying is not important. Your son's son is a priority at that time. See, if your husband is sick and your child wants to have food, your husband is important. So it is not the person; it's the situation of the person that need to be prioritized, and it is not the person. Sometimes we forget and prioritize the person and not the situation. So then you will be able to make proper decision, see the situation, and prioritize the situation and not the person. Is it okay?
Yeah, sir. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Prioritize
Yes. I'm
the
done with this.
situation, not the person.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any other
Can
question?
Yes.
suppose anyone is watching
Yes,
something is
Farana ma'am.
Yes, Farana. Tell me.
okay, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Suppose anyone is watching something is going wrong and
Mhm.
then he or she try to solve it but get failed and at some point feels it will not develop and trying to develop and don't feel stress for it. Is it right way?
I didn't get it actually. Can you repeat this?
Uh, Suppose someone is trying to solve a problem
Hmm.
uh, for a long time and at
Okay.
some point he or she get it doesn't develop their things or it will get better and at some point he feels he or she should stop trying to develop the things in and for that he or she doesn't feel any stress and just leave it and my question is it the right way?
See, I mean, what I understand, Farana, is that if you are having some problem in your life and you are trying to manage it for long, trying
Yeah,
to solve it, and at some point of time you feel that there is no fun in solving it,
yeah,
there is no fun in solving it because it will not be managed and you won't be able to manage it, it won't be possible. So you start giving it up.
okay,
Is it so? Is it the question?
yeah, this is the question.
So this is the usual thing in it happens, which I feel mostly in the relationships. We try to keep managing the relationships. I mean, this could be at home with your spouse, with your your children, with your in-laws, with your boss, with your subordinate, with your friends. There could be many situations.
Not like that. In professional life, I see something like that. Not
Maybe, I mean, this is,
right.
I'm just trying to generalize in any situation, whether it is personal, professional, or maybe in your friendship. See, if there are such situation in your life,
Yeah.
if you are trying to solve it, and one point of time you feel that you need to give it up because you are not able to do it.
Okay.
Now again, a decision making is very important. If you are giving it up because you don't think you have tried all the things, and you don't think is this is not going to help, and this won't be solved, you can, before leaving it up, before giving it up, because all the hard work has gone into it. So you need to ask some close friend of yours, or maybe some expert, whether I should give it up at this moment of time. बहुत बार, so many times what happens is, when actually the result is about to come, and we leave that problem and move on. And sometimes it happens that at the last moment we leave, and the next moment you are going to get the result. So it is always good to get a second opinion, or somebody else's opinion, or maybe expert's opinion. Should I pursue, or should I give it up, or whether your decision is right? You need to go 2 steps back and think about it before giving it up.
If after getting expert opinion, he or she finds it is not doing or not working, in that case,
See, if you feel that it is not working, and if you are sure,
yeah,
see, why I am saying is that you need to find a second opinion or expert opinion, is because it may happen later on that you might feel regret that why I left it in between. Just to save from that situation, I am trying to say this. But if you are sure, if you are 100% sure that this is not going to be solved, you can very well give it up. But then you need to be sure.
thank you, sir.
Am I? Are you? Am I? Have you got your answer?
Yeah, sir.
So it's not easy to give up. I understand it. But then when you give up, you should be sure, or make it sure by any means.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you.
Any other question? So shall we end the session, sir? Mukesh sir, if there is no question, can we end the session, sir?
I have no issues.
Okay, fine, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for spending your valuable time, sir. Uh, sir, you can, yes.
I hope Farhana's question is answered, because